Hey there guys, welcome to another video. Today we have another tier maker. We're going to go through every single Generation 1 Pokemon apart from the Megas. You can see Venusaur, Charizards, Pidgeotto, Blastoise, all in there. We're not going to do Megas. I haven't played with them all, so I think it would be kind of unfair to throw the Megas in with just base Gen 1. I will do a Mega tier list probably later down the line, but we're just focusing on Gen 1. So let's get into it. It's going to be very impulsive. And a lot of the Pokemon might end up in, different places from what I would do, but this is supposed to be a fast-paced, maybe like 5-6 seconds per Pokemon, and I'm just going to quickly run through it, maybe some revisions at the end. Let's get into it. So starting off, you can see we're just going to go by Dex order. So first of all, Bulbasaur, straight B or T, Bulbasaur B, Ivysaur. I like Ivysaur a little bit more than Bulbasaur in there. Venusaur is going to go above Ivysaur. Thinking I might have to... Do you know what? I actually prefer Bulbasaur to Ivysaur now that I'm looking at it. Mega, we're leaving out. Charmander. I feel that Charmander is an A-tier Pokemon. This might contradict the starters tier, and now I'm a bit worried. But, we've also got these different sprites, which I quite like. Do you know what? I don't think I can really split these guys up. I do like Charmeleon a lot. Regular Charizard's an S tier straight away. Squirtle, probably my least favorite out of the starters. Wartortle is going to go in D. Blastoise, though, I would say that Blastoise, we can't put Blastoise any lower than A, realistically. Caterpie, trash tier Pokemon. Metapod's going to go in F tier purely for the meme. I mean, look at him. Look at the absolute state of him. Butterfree, I liked it in the anime. It's going to go in C below Squirtle. Good Pokemon. Weedle, kind of same trash tier as Caterpie. By the way, the F tier, I feel that E tier is pretty trash, but F is like just the absolute worst. So like Kakuna, like what even is that for a Pokemon? Beedrill, I actually think is quite cool. It's gonna go in B, B for Beedrill. Pidgey, I feel like it's an E tier Pokemon. It's just not as good. Pidgeotto, I would say is better than Wartortle, but it's gonna go up here. Pidgeot, the Gen 1 flyer of choice, gonna go in front of Bulbasaur. It's almost an A tier, very close. Next up, Rattata. Both these lines, I hate their front teeth. Terrible Pokemon. Spearow, he's worse than Pidgey. I'm actually gonna put him in the bottom tier. I just don't use him. Fearow, I would say, is probably at the top of the E tier. I like him, not too much though. Ekans, he's basically just a snake. Is he even a Pokemon? Actually, you know what? He goes up one just for Randolph. Snake backwards. You got to respect. Cobra backwards though, even better. He's gonna go in front of that. In fact, Ekans deserves to be here too. You know what? There we go. Pikachu, the mascot, has to go in S tier. Has to be the main man in S tier. It wouldn't be what it is without him. Raichu, I actually quite like Raichu, and I'm not gonna lie. I think these starter Pokemon need to be at the bottom of that. I do like them. These are all Megas here, so that's fine. Sandshrew, criminally underrated. I do like the Alolan version a little bit more. I am going to do that. I like Sandslash more. Nidoran, both of the Nidorinos I think are just terrible. I mean, they're good Pokemon in their own. I just hate that they evolve with a Moonstone. These guys are pretty same-ish. Maybe we put them down here. This is a long tier list. Nidoqueen, I'm going to put in C tier, but Nidoking, I'm putting in S tier. This is basically going to be my T. Like, I like Pikachu, but like Nidoking is one of the best. Clefairy, terrible. Clefable, D tier at least. He's got the wings. I like him. He's a little bit of a step up from Clefairy. He's got that fairy type now, which is good. Vulpix is kind of cool. I do prefer Arcanine and Growlithe to both of them. So Ninetales can kind of slide in here. How's the list looking so far? I think we've got to move these down a little bit. Just like that. I feel better about that. That makes me feel... In fact, I feel better about that now. Alright, Jigglypuff. Same kind of tier as Clefairy, honestly. I feel like I've kind of done these guys dirty. I do actually prefer this one to the other one. Like, this one just looks a bit weird. I like this one. It's on all fours. It's kind of like a cool evolution, whereas this one's just a bit weird. Wigglytuff. I actually quite like Wigglytuff. I'm going to put it just after Ekans, because, get these. Okay, there's one thing that you watched from the starters videos. Any Pokemon that has like an open mouth is just... Oh, Blastoise. Oh no. Alright, we'll let him off. He doesn't usually have an open mouth, so we're just going to let him off just now. Squirtle as well. But oh no, I'm seeing so many open mouths now. But these two are just going to sit down here. We're going fast-paced. Oddish. I like it. Probably not more than him. What's next? Gloom. Gloom. You're gonna go here. Vileplume. Very good Pokemon. I like Vileplume. Paris. I don't like that it's a zombie. Well, actually, Parasect's the zombie. Parasect, you gave me nightmares as a child, but I like you more than your pre-evolution. Venonat, kind of cool. I like how he should realistically evolve into Butterfree. And Venomoth should kind of come out of Metapod, but you know, we move. Venomoth, I don't like more than Butterfree. So he's going to go below, right, but they're kind of same-ish. Diglett, probably the scariest Pokemon if you've ever seen the picture of him coming out of the ground. I do not envy you. Dugtrio, actually, I would say is probably the worst evolution in Gen 1. It's very bottom-heavy, this list. Meowth, purely for the anime, is going to be an A-type. An A-type? An A-tier. Persian, I do like Persian, but I don't think I can put... I don't think I can put him too high. Psyduck, he was good in the Pokemon film. He's going to go top of B-tier. Golduck. I've never used Golduck, but, you know, I don't hate him. I think I'm going to put him in here, above Raichu. Mankey and Primeape, both of them are good, but they're just a bit weird. Now we're going with Growlithe, and of course Arcanine in S tier. He's absolutely unbelievable. I'm just getting rid of that little Poliwag just now. He's terrible. Arcanine, though, is actually like a pseudo legendary Pokemon in my eyes. He's just so cool. Moving on. Poliwhirl. Don't know why I jumped up here with him. I think he's like a Parasectamon. Poliwrath. I do remember I printed out a picture of Poliwrath and coloured it in my bedroom when I was younger, so for that, he's going to go in the C tier. Abra's cool. I don't like that he teleports, so I'm going to put him in E. Kadabra is inventive. I'd like the spoons. I'm probably going to put him just above Gloom. Alakazam is a god tier Pokemon. He is going in between these two. I actually think I'm going to move... Yeah, I'm going to move Blastoise. Next up, we have Machop. Machop is an okay Pokemon. I'm going to put him in D tier. Now it's a bit of an issue. I can't see what Pokemon is next. Is there a way to... Yeah, we could scroll a little bit. Okay. Okay, what is next? Where are you? Mega. Machoke. I like Machoke. Machoke is going to go in B-type. B-type. I keep saying type instead of tier. Machamp. I like Machamp more than Machoke. Obviously, look at him. He's got the 4 arms. That's cool as anything. Bellsprout. I do prefer to Oddish. So he's going to go in there. Oh, this Pokemon holds a weird image in my head. Victory Bell is going to go into D-type. I keep saying type. Forgive me. D tier. I do like him, but I just think he's a little bit weird. I've never used him, and I just kind of like meh. Tentacool, again, a Pokemon I've never really used. Tentacruel I've used, and I've got to say I do prefer him to Machoke. I suppose, yeah, I do prefer him. Do I prefer him to Growlithe? I prefer him to Venonat, definitely. Put him in there. Geodude, here, Graveler. I do quite like Graveler. They're good XP boys. I'll put them above Venonat. Golem. I've got to move Golem up here next to Machamp. Machop even. Rapidash is a B-type Pokemon. What's next? Oh, that's Ponyta. Rapidash, I would say, is probably an A-tier Pokemon. He's definitely above these guys. Like, these are just all the cool ones, really. What else is cool here? Let's put him here. I feel like we're being a bit cruel to some of them, but you know, some of them are deserved where they are. Slowpoke, it's just a C tier, you know, he's just not as good. Slowbro, though. I do like a bit of Slowbro. We've still got so many to go. Magnemite, straight up, I was thinking D tier, but I actually think compared to Victory Bell, I think he has to go just before Victory Bell. You get what I mean? Like, he just seems... He's just cool. As for Magneton, I think Magneton's an A-tier Pokemon. Actually, you know, I prefer Magnezone. He's going in B. He's going in B tier. Jeez, this is so rushed. I don't know what to put. There's so many Pokemon. What do I do? Alright, Farfetch'd, terrible. The F tier was originally just supposed to be for Pokemon that I hate. So I think I'm going to have to move some of them, because I don't hate all of them. Do I hate all of you? I hate all of these Pokemon. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, we're moving on. Doduo is literally just a ball with 2 heads. Dodrio, though, is cool. B tier. Seal. It's a seal. Dugong, slightly bigger seal. E tier. Good enough for me. These abominations are both in F tier. In fact, I like the pollution, but I hate the name. Muck and Grimer. Grimer's kind of cool, but Muck is just... I like Alolan, so I'm going to move him up a little bit, but you know. Shelder, I actually quite like Shelder. I think he's quite cool. Cloyster, I used Cloyster in Gen 5 when there was a mystery gift version of him, so that's kind of like a little bit of a cool detail. Ghastly, I quite like Ghastly. The Gengar line as a whole is quite good. In fact, Gengar, when it comes to Gen 1, he can't be anywhere else. We've got another Megas here. Should we just create a Mega tier? Nah, it's fine. Onyx, where are we going to put with Onyx? I think Onyx is just a straight D tier Pokemon. I'm trying to think of all the notable anime. It's basically just as soon as I look at it, like Hypno. What is it? Hypno and Drowsy. There's just something weird. Like they lure. Does it not say in their Pokedex entry that they lure children? I'm not sure that's a main feature of them. We're moving on. We're moving on. All right, Crabby. Crabby is in D. Oh no, Crabby's just a crab. Get him in the F. Get here. Kingler is cool. I like his Gigantamax form. Voltorb, creative, B tier. Voltorb, again, creative, B tier. Very nice. Execute, just a bunch of eggs. What is the point? I like him more than Zubat, though. Oh, geez. I'm going to do a rehash at the end. Just move them around in the individual tiers. Exeggutor. I do like Exeggutor. I prefer Alolan Exeggutor more. Cubone, very cute. I like it. B tier. Marowak, use it sometimes. D tier. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. As far as Gen 1 comes, I used to think that these were like god Pokemon just because they were like you got to choose one and it was so rare, so they're going in A-type. A-type, A tier. Lickitung, what on earth? Like, why was that even created? These little smog bubbles, smoke, let's just call one of them smoke. Coughing and wheezing, they're nice, I like them. Wheezing's probably a little bit higher than coughing. Rhyhorn, I do like the Rhyhorn racing in Alola. Rhydon, the first ever Pokemon created, it would be criminal to put it anywhere else other than at least the A tier. Chansey, I like it, you know, anime appearances. Tangle is literally just like a ball of hair. I imagine that he's matted all the time. I've missed out Kangaskhan. A very sad story to this. Is it sad for Kangaskhan? Or is it it's Marowak that's sad? Marowak dies whenever it has a child, and then its skull is that of its mother. Whereas Kangaskhan, is this Mega Kangaskhan? As a kid, I need to play the games more. This is Horsey. Horsey's pretty cool. He's just a seahorse, you know, backwards. I do prefer Seadra to Horsey. It's actually quite a cool Pokemon, so I'm going to put it maybe at the top of B tier. I like it. Goldeen is a fish, and I don't really like fish, so it's going to go at the bottom of E tier. Seaking is just, it's just disgusting. Like, look at it. Jeez. All right, my little Star Boy. I like Star U. Starmie's an S tier Pokemon. If you've ever played any Pokemon game and you've not used Starmie, what are you doing? These are, by the way, how I think they look mixed with if I've used them. So if they're up here, I've used them before, or, you know, anime for Meowth and Pikachu. I don't know why they've done the female one, but, you know, no complaints. What would Mr. Oh, jeez. In fact, let's create a new tier. Add row below. Let's make it pink. Oh, jeez, what's going on? 1 second. So I've had to create a whole new tier for Mr. Mime since he is so disgusting and so terrible. He just has his own tier. Kind of like Chikorita, how Chikorita is just a stupid pear Pokemon. This guy's he's a mime, but he's like really... In fact, I would say that Hypno almost deserves... Like, he literally lures children. Let's throw Hypno in the mime tier as well. They're both kind of like mime-ish, if you get what I mean. I don't know if I could... Maybe it just has to go there, because Mr. Mime is by far one of the worst. Let's move on. Scyther. If you played Gen 1 and did think Scyther was just the coolest Pokemon there, then, you know, there's something wrong with you. Jinx is an okay Pokemon. Very controversial. And for the controversialness, it's going to go at the bottom of F. Controversial Pokemon, not about it. Electabuzz and Magmar. I feel like we have to put them in the same place, and that is going to be B tier. I like both of their evolutions more than them. Pinsir, A-Drive likes his bugs. I do not. D tier. Tauros. Tauros is probably... Tauros is quite strong. He's an American boy in Pokemon Go, which makes him rare in my eyes. He's going to go B tier. He's quite strong. Magikarp. If there's ever a place for Magikarp to be, it is in the S tier. He's so good when he evolves. In fact, I don't think we can do this. This is a mockery to the list. Magikarp's going in F tier, but you get the sentiment. He should be an he should be an S tier because of what he evolves into. Gyarados is probably, I would say out of Gen 1, he might actually be my favorite. Pikachu's at the top of S tier purely because it's the mascot. But Gyarados, there's just something about the Magikarp evolving into it that I always thought was just really cool. Another S tier Pokemon next, we've got Lapras, which I think has to go above Gengar. Let's do like a little rehash. I do prefer Nidoking to Charizard, Starmie to Gengar, Scyther to Gengar also. Come on, there we go. All right, moving on. Ditto, very good for breeding. I've gotten many shinies with Ditto, which means he's going to go in the B tier. As a Pokemon itself, I never really use it. Eevee, it's also a mascot. Should I put it in S tier? I think I'm going to put it at the top of A tier because it's not a proper mascot. But you know, I recognize good Pokemon when I see it. We're going to do all the evolutions at the same time. Might do a detailed evolution list if we get any more. I think out of the three, I have to pick one that I like to go into S tier. I like Jolteon the most. Out of these three, he's very cool. Followed by Vaporeon and Flareon. I like both of them over Venusaur, over any of these. Oh, Rapidash has to go above them. I do like them more than any of these. Maybe, yeah, that feels better to me. Alakazam's good, but you know, I just don't use it. Porygon's kind of cool. He's a bit wasted, you know, when he's like little. And there is only one Pokemon God though, and that is Lord Helix. Sorry, Pikachu, but you have to make room. Omastar, good Pokemon, not Lord Helix, has to go in D-type. Kabuto, I got this shiny in Pokemon Go before it was easier to get. So, you know, I've got to put Kabuto here. Kabutops as well is probably my favorite fossil type. Fossil type, is that fossil group? Fossil type? He's my favorite of the fossil Pokemon. Aerodactyl follows close by. I'd say that Aerodactyl is definitely an A tier. Probably in between these two. I do like him. Let's keep going. These are all megas. Snorlax. I don't think I've ever built a Kanto team without Snorlax in it, and therefore he has to go in S tier. We now have the Legendaries. Now, it may seem a little bit unfair, but all of the Legendaries are amazing. So, you know, we're just going to take them all up. These are megas. Let's take all of these, and then we'll do the Dragonite last. Articuno, as a Pokemon, love it. Zapdos as a Pokemon, love it. Moltres as a Pokemon, do not love it. It looks like one of those rubber chickens, and I'm just not a big fan of it. Mewtwo, probably near the top, and Mew, I would say, Mew as an actual Pokemon for me is actually kind of a B tier Pokemon, but since that's, you know, he's a mythical, I'm gonna have to put him one up. Mewtwo is definitely up here, probably above Gyarados. In fact, Gyarados is gonna move down a little bit. Mewtwo is probably my favorite Pokemon from Gen 1. Non-legendary would be Arcanine, then Nidoking. That makes sense to me. Then Gyarados, and yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Dragonite's going in S tier, of course. Where do the other ones fit? Let's move them up. Let's just make sure these are all. Yep, not missed anything. Okay, Dragonite, probably my favorite dragon. Going about. Is it an S tier? It's not my favorite dragon. Favorite dragon in Gen 1, which isn't saying much. Favorite dragon for Gen 1. There's only one dragon. Well, there's three if you count his evolutions. I don't like these wispy bits on his head. He's gonna go in A tier. He's gonna go at the top of A tier. Oh no, he has to go in S tier. He's gonna go above Zapdos. We're gonna rehash the list in a little minute and make sure that all the tiers are focused on. Dragonair, I do like Dragonair. I'm going to put Dragonair next to Vaporeon. And Dratini, I like Dratini. Let's put him above Ditto. Okay, that's their general placements fixed. We're going to start at Mime tier and go up and then rank them in order of their tiers. Let's go. So, starting with Mime tier. Now, it's a hard decision, but I've decided to put Mr. Mime first in Mime tier. And that is all. Okay, Mime tier, well done. Congratulations. Moving on to F tier. I'm going to rearrange this, and then I'll come back to it with why I've chosen what I have. Let's go. Okay, coming back into it, I've kind of realized that I do prefer fully evolved Pokemon to unevolved Pokemon. So, you know, the bottom of the tier is kind of filled with these unevolved mid-stage evolutions. But let's just go through it. Magikarp, I've decided, is quite good. So, oh, first of all, actually, I've decided to move Farfetch'd up into this tier. I'm going to decide where he's going to go next. The thing about this tier is we've moved Farfetch'd, and now we've got Magikarp at the front, the Cocoons, and then very same-ish Pokemon. You know, I don't really have a feeling for them. F is kind of like, you know, they're terrible. Like, I would never use them. I would use Magikarp purely to get a Gyarados, which is why it's at the top. And I have used Farfetch'd before. But if I'm doing a Gen 1, maybe I've treated you too harshly. Because I have used you before. I just didn't enjoy it. Alright. This is it, you know, they lure children. So, you know, they're going to go at the bottom. As controversial eggs. So, I'm happy. I'm happy with the layout. Let's go on to E tier. So with this tier here, as you can see, I am missing another Pokemon. I've decided to move Abra up. Every tier, I feel like I'm going to try and move one up. And then when we get to the top, I'm going to try promote at least one Pokemon from each tier. We have the Nidorino line. You know, I'm not a massive fan of them up until their final stages. So they're all here. They're at the top of E tier. E tier, I've decided, is like the meh tier. It's just Pokemon that, I don't really have an opinion on. They have to go somewhere. Like Farfetch'd is okay. Porygon's, that's alright. I prefer the evolution. Grimer, Muck, disgusting. Fearow, never use it. It's just kind of like mid-stages or like Pokemon that I've never catch for the decks, basically. And with that, we're going to move on to D tier. I did promote Abra purely because I do use Abra quite a lot and I forgot about it until I looked at him. But let's move on to D tier. So, sorted out in the D tier, Abra has made a massive jump. I've realized that I use him for all of my synchronizing. So, as Abra as a Pokemon, he was almost promoted. But I'm going to do a live promotion here of one of these Pokemon. I'm going to promote Omastar to the next tier. I do like him. You know, he's a good Pokemon. I don't know why he's in D tier, even though D is like good Pokemon. I have used them. I think I've used every single one of these. You know, it's Gen 1, so you're going to use them all at least at some point. Prefer Wigglytuff to Clefable. Wartortle is probably my least favorite starter mid-evolution. Sandslash is okay. Dabra, you need to trade it to evolve it. You know, didn't really think about that for the other ones, but I just remember having him in Pokemon Sun and then never being able to evolve him because I needed another DS. But we move. All right, that's D tier done. Horsey's at the bottom. Don't know why. Let's keep going. Now, with this tier, there hasn't been very many changes. When I was organizing it, all I did was move Omastar up. When I was throwing them in, I was trying to be quick. I didn't want the video to drag on for too long. So I was throwing them in, and I was throwing them in the places where I believe them to be, and then just reorganizing them. I can promote one and demote one if I feel like it. So far, I've not demoted anything, purely because I'm working up the way rather than down the way. But, you know, I've moved up Poliwrath. He's going to be decided in the B tier. The C tier, you know, I feel like it's well placed for a lot of them. Just a lot of them I've used. You know, Moltres, I just don't like how it looks. But C is still cool Pokemon. It's cool. I like them. I'd use them. I have used them, and I will probably use them again. Butterfree, Venomoth. I like them. I like the Moth Pokemon. I like flying types. I like the Alolan version of some of them. I like the Gigantamax. I like Gengar, so Haunter's pretty cool. Rhyhorn Racing, etc., etc. Let's get on to B, which is the brilliant tier. This is the B tier final. They are in their places. Tauros is the top, and the Pokemon that we are going to promote is Hitmonlee. I do prefer Hitmonlee to Hitmonchan. Not massively, but you know, it's enough to be... It's enough to warrant the moving up of a tier. So, B tier, you know, we've got Tauros, we've got the starters other than Squirtle. Squirtle's like 2 tiers below this, unfortunately. I just don't... Oh no, he's there. Golem, you know, there's a few... Golem even. There's a few of them, you know, I like them. Moltres should realistically be in this tier. He's quite low down. But, yeah, that's how I feel about it. We are going to move on to A, which is amazing. And then, obviously, we've got Superb after that, which is the S tier. All right, let's move on to the A tier. I'll get that organized for you just now. All right, guys, I'm feeling happy with my A tier now. We've decided that Rapidash is at the top of the tier. And the Pokemon that is going to be moving up is indeed Pidgeot. I'm using him on a Pokemon X playthrough just now. And I'm just enjoying using them. I have actually used his Mega, which is kind of influencing my decision. I do like Mega Pidgeot quite a bit. So I'm gonna move him up. He is also, you know, he's Pidgeot. He's Ash's Pidgeot. You know, you've got to enjoy him from the anime as well. A close second for moving up was Aerodactyl, but obviously I prefer these two over them. So it was close. It was close. But you know, overall, I'm happy with my A tier. I've moved these three down to the bottom. I do like Charmeleon, but you know, if we've got unevolved Pokemon up here, you know, other than these two, it just seems wrong. So they're at the bottom of the tier. We've got Meowth here from Team Rocket and Eevee as well. So you know. All right, moving on to the final tier and what is going to be my favorite Pokemon. We're getting rid of memes, by the way. The memes will be at the bottom of the tier, and then I'm going to decide what my exact favorite is. Let's see what it's going to be. All right, guys, I said earlier, Mewtwo is probably my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, even though he's a legendary. You know, you can hate who you hate, but I prefer him to most of the Pokemon. I do like Arcanine, so if my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, which is not a legendary, would be Arcanine, and Nidoking, then Gyarados and Charizard, then Lapras. All very high tier Pokemon, all very strong, all very magical. We've obviously got some legendaries up here, you know, all of them bar Moltres and I suppose Mew's kind of legendary. But he's mythical. But yeah, we've also got Lord Helix and Pikachu here because, you know, Pikachu has to be in the S tier, even though he's not the best Pokemon. You know, Pokemon wouldn't be where it is without him, so he's got to be there. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this list. I hope you're not too angry at me. I am deciding on going through every single generation, so expect a Gen 2 video soon. I'm probably going to do these weekly, just run them weekly, you know. I'll be like, what, 8 weeks, 2 months of these? So it's quite quick content, and you know, I enjoy doing it. It kind of shows me what I like, which Pokemon I like, and what I don't really. You know, I'm quite surprised I did Moltres as low as I did, but it's just how I feel in the moment. So make your own list, tag me in it, let me know what I did wrong, what I should change, what Pokemon am I wrong about. Are you a big Golduck fan? Let me know. Okay, guys, with that, I'll see you in the next video, hopefully the Gen 2 video, and we've got a Pixelmon video coming out soon. So I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys.